Hey guys, how you doing again? This is me, Jamie Live, your big bad keto daddy saying holla if you hear me. All right, you guys are dumping a ton of questions my way. I absolutely love it. I'm probably going to have to start doing these videos a couple times a week to keep up. I know for a lot of you they're repeat, but there's a lot of newbies out there in the keto paleo world, so there's going to be a lot of repeat, and hopefully you guys pick up something as we go, but a lot more questions, so I'm going to try and start rifling out more of these little videos as the week goes on. So keep your questions coming. I don't mind answering them, and I'll answer them, repeat. It's totally cool. I know you guys are hungry for knowledge, and I really appreciate that. So anyway, back to the whole premise of everything. We're doing Keto Paleo Live. And a lot of people are still asking, what the heck is keto paleo? What's the difference? Is keto paleo, is paleo keto? And the truth is, the more and more research I do is paleo was probably more keto than anything. If you read Perlmutter's book, one of his first ones, Grain Brain, he puts a pie chart in there that shows ratios that are pretty much ketogenic. And if you think about it, anyone who's ever been outside or in the park or whatnot, walk around, see what there is to eat. Get up in the morning. No one was making 3 meals a day. That's something that came from the Industrial Revolution. So, there's a real popular phase of intermittent fasting or eating in small windows every day. If you go back to our evolutionary timeline, think about it. It's probably the way we ate anyway. I struggle with calling it intermittent fasting when you just don't eat breakfast, when in fact you may just not be eating breakfast. From an evolutionary standpoint, like I said, we probably didn't get up and make a plate, so it was just whatever was at hand. Get up and run after something. Again, fasted cardio, there's another example. If you got to run and chase down something to eat, odds are you're doing fasted cardio from an evolutionary standpoint. So anyway, keep those questions coming. We got some points that I put up on the whiteboard here as forever. What level do you want to take it to? Okay, so a lot of you newbies are out there reading different things by different people. And you got to remember that the different things by different people may be at a different point in their journey. And a lot of times when you get to the point where, like I am, and I'm up here spouting out about keto paleo and trying to help people out, I'm way down that journey. I've been doing it for a long time. I found my way. I found out what works for me. And I'm at a certain point in my journey. And as a matter of fact, you might even put me in that keto paleo elitist world. Would I expect everybody to jump in at that point? No, hell no. A lot of you guys are learning. And like I drew out last week, and I actually put that up on YouTube if you need to guys go back and look at it, is levels of adherence and what your success rate is. And I'm not going to dig into that real deep today, but you got to kind of decide what your starting point is and where you need to go based on your goals. So keto diets are around for many different reasons. Some of them are around for fat loss or weight loss, and that's kind of big and popular in the buzz world. In this country, everybody wants, the magic new diet. And we get bored. We need to be entertained with something new. So I understand that. But there's other people like me that are doing it for athletic performance, not necessarily a fat loss thing. So I try to stay in a state of nutritional ketosis for athletic performance. There's a lot of metabolic reasons to do a ketogenic diet or a keto paleo style diet. And you got to find out, all right, so why am I doing this? Maybe you're looking down the barrel at type 2 diabetes or even have it and you want to try and reverse it or keep away some of the symptoms of and maybe keep away from going full-blown diabetic. You may be a cancer patient. You may have, a host of inflammatory diseases you're trying to get under control. And a keto paleo diet might be the way that really works for you and helps you get there. And some of you may be standard fat loss. So you just want to drop a few pounds. So where is your starting point? Where do you need to go? And don't be surprised if that doesn't change along the way. Okay, I started very hardcore paleo and then stumbled across keto and adapted my paleo diet to a ketogenic style for performance and optimal health, because I felt that in order for optimal performance, you first needed optimal health. Makes total sense to me. You have to have a good running car before you can race it. That's where I ended up. So you got to find out where you want to stay at and where do you want to take it to. So your levels of different ideas of where you falter or what your cheat meals are. A lot of my clients love coffee. Hey, I got to find a way to keep coffee in there, which is fine. Or some of you are real hardcore dairy. All right, so you don't want to adhere to a keto paleo style. It may be just regular keto, and you want to keep your little bit of dairy in there as a treat. I completely understand that. you know, a lot of times the dairy doesn't involve a high sugar content or a major insulin response. So if that's your port in a storm, that's your thing. Now keep in mind, dairy is most of the time a processed food, and it is from like a 2,000-pound herbivore, so it's not really, in my opinion, what you want to have in your everyday diet. But as a cheat, it probably wouldn't knock you out of ketosis, because remember, butter is processed. Unless some of you guys found a butter tree out there, I don't know. That is a processed food, and you may have some issues with it. I have a handful of clients that go pretty hardcore keto, and then nothing will budge, and then once we take dairy out of their diet, they were very successful. A lot of immunoresponses to that kind of thing. But again, find out what level you're at and where you want to take it to. Find your reason, and that's what this is all about. Why are you doing this? Life is about choices. Maybe you don't give two craps about health and whatever, and then you're just scrolling on by. That's cool too, man. That's completely your decision. But anyway, find out what works for you. Keep learning. I really applaud you guys. You're trying to make a difference. You're trying to research what's going in that grocery hole of yours, and that's really commendable. You're trying to make some healthy choices. So anyway, this is your big bad keto daddy saying holla if you hear me. And remember, share these videos and help me get the word out. If you like what you're hearing, what you're seeing, share this. Go to my YouTube, watch old ones. I got full-blown presentations on that. I'm planning on another local seminar in August, and of course I'll be in Spain at Low Carb Universe. So keep calm and keto on, you my keto maniacs. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.